Her killer is convicted. So what happens now to Holly Bobo's remains? Her skull with a bullet wound was a key piece of evidence. But will those remains finally be laid to rest? Surprisingly, News Channel 5's Nick Barris learned it may be quite some time before the skull and the bone fragments are returned to the family.
The Holly Bobo trial ended nearly 2 months ago with the conviction of Zach Adams, but Bobo's remains are still with the TBI, and that figure's not to change anytime soon. Investigators did not find Holly Bobo's entire skeleton, but they did have her skull and other bone fragments. That key physical evidence at trial was proof positive Bobo was dead, and the jury decided Zach Adams killed her. There are 2 others charged. So now, what happens to those remains?
Typically, anything that's used as an exhibit in trial is saved throughout the appellate process.
That's right, not returned to the family, at least not yet. It's true prosecutors only introduced photos of the bones, not the bones themselves, but News Channel 5 legal analyst Nick Leonardo says new questions could come up, especially regarding the actual skull.
Given the fact that there is a bullet wound on the skull, I do think that that could be an integral part of any appeal that would ensue.
Zach Adams' appeal could take years. You'll recall Karen Bobo, Holly's mother, agreed to a life sentence instead of seeking the death penalty for Adams, something that Adams' attorney appreciated at the time.
I said, I just want you to know that what you've done today is an incredible gift that you've given my client.
It is possible Adams could return a favor. He could waive the use of the actual bones for his appeals. Doing so would allow the Bobo family to finally give Holly's remains a proper burial. Whatever happens, we know that Bobo's remains will remain in TBI custody until at least next May. That's when Zach Adams' brother Dylan goes on trial for the kidnapping, rape, and murder of Holly Bobo. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Nick, thank you. Zach Adams' attorney has not commented on whether they will need the remains for her client's appeal. The final decision on the release of all evidence, that will be made by the prosecutor's office.